Brandy, girl, you gonna learn to stop getting your big ass in between them heifers when they about to fight. Now you done got popped upside the head with a glass. Y'all ready to talk about it? Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I'll drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or fuck discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toss it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just bossed it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video. We here to discuss Basketball Wives LA Season 10, Episode 8, girl. It was a fight. It was a fight and Brandy got popped upside the head and she ain't even have nothing to do with the fight. That's the name of the episode. That's what I'm calling it. But let's get into it. So the episode opens up, girl. They arrive to Vegas. They finally getting there. Duffy's excited. She's a little bit feeling, two ways because now on one hand, she's about to be retiring. This is her last show potentially. And then on the other hand, she wants the girls to have a good time. It's her birthday. She's trying to turn up. Jackie is excited because she got this surprise for the girls. She wants the girls to get out and, do something different. Jen was like, knowing Jackie, it could be anything. Girl, everybody is saying the same thing. But Jen figured it might be male strippers. Jackie has been there and done that 1,000,005 times. When Jackie got in that doggone confessional and said, we've been to Vegas 100 times because we LA girls, so I wanted to do something completely different, I already knew it was going to be out of the box. Anyway, the girls climb up in the doggone limo, head on down to the surprise, and pull up at this doggone petting zoo or what it looked like. Girl, they out there looking at camels. Brooke was like, girl, I am too high in for this. Camels outside, touching them. Oh, no, this is a lot. But they get out the car. They looking at the camels. The lady tells them that, hey, the male camels are in heat. Can I get one of y'all to get out here and take a picture with him and act like he gonna kiss him because he needs his girlfriend? They all volunteered. Jackie, girl, Jackie got out there. Jackie is a free spirit. I love that about her. Jackie gonna do whatever it is. But either way, after she take her pics and all the girls grossed out because they like, what the hell, Jackie? You really went down there and put your face by this doggone thing? It was drooling. Oh my God, it was disgusting. But Jackie's a team player. Jackie was like, yeah, I did. So they hop up in the thing and they go drive over to the llamas. Now, this is where they can get out and feed them and everything. And everybody got out of the little, what do you call it? The little safari ride or whatever, the little cart to go feed the animals except Malaysia and Angel. So now Angel's whole situation was, well, Malaysia asked Angel. She was like, so how are you feeling, with everything going on with the trip? And Angel's like, I'm liking the trip, but, I don't know really how to feel about Nia, given the whole thing that we had going on, with her saying out of wedlock, baby mama food and all that. She was like, but, ultimately, I'm just trying to enjoy the trip. But I feel like it's going to be tension there. But she'll be fine. She'll be able to make it through the trip. So now the girls come back and get in the cart. They move over to this fire scene, this fire pit, where they just gonna sit around and talk. And in my mind, I'm like, this is where the drama is gonna start. So they get around this fire pit, and all of a sudden, Brooke goes, so what you and Angel was talking about when we all got out to feed the animals, the llamas or whatever the case may be. This is Brooke asking Angel. So Angel brings up the fact that, look, girl, she was talking to me about Nia, and I was telling her I'm a little uneasy because I feel like, the thing she did that was messed up, it was shady, whatever the case may be. So Nia immediately apologized. And she was like, you know what? I was wrong. I shouldn't have posted that. It was in poor taste. I'm out of wedlock as well, so I didn't find anything, so bad about it. I thought it was just a key. I'm a woman who has a child out of wedlock. It wasn't anything personal or serious. But then, Nia, this is where you lost me. Then you flip and try to go, yeah, because whoever came back and told you, they set it up, yada, 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 yada. Pause. If you're going to apologize and own something, just do that. Don't go with all that other stuff. So now you flipping it to Duffy. Duffy is over there saying, don't put it on me. You said what you said and did what you did. Brooke decides to interject herself and say, girl, oh, I was the one who brought it back to it. Brooke, why did you have to say that? Them girls wasn't even talking to you. Like, you just want to be in it? Like, I'm confused. We know you brought it back to it, but you just don't like it. And I don't like her neither, so I get it. But at that point, it was just like, why did you feel the need to have to really jump in and say you and volunteer the information that you were the one who brought her back the stuff? Girl, either way, Nia wasn't even biting on it. Nia was like, all right, fine. But I just feel like it was messed up because Duffy went and got a man to come and check me. Now this sets Duffy off. Duffy was like, first of all, I went and got both of them, and I didn't want her to come and confront you because she's pregnant, so I had Rock come over there instead. Now this is what I'll say about this, Duffy. You didn't have to go get a man involved, and as a man, he shouldn't be in women's business. Look, how Nene said, how Nene told Peter, you need to stop acting like a bitch and stay out of women's business. That's what Rock should have did. And I get it. It's his unborn child, and he could have had something to say about it behind the scenes, but you never confront a woman. Nia's whole thing is he was over there basically in her face, and that was all messed up. Duffy feels like, girl, look, you trying to deflect. Own the fact that you said what you said and posted that shit. Like, just own that. Don't venture off from that. And that part I do agree with as well. If you're going to have a separate conversation with Duffy about her having Rock come, confront you or whatever the case may be, that's a conversation that definitely should be had. I ain't got no issue with that. But you can't bring that up in the middle of an apology. So now Angel feels like it wasn't sincere. I don't think it was sincere because I feel like you just don't want to take your own accountability. So Nia and Maria, they walk away. Angel comes behind them and was just like, look, girl, I get it. You said you made the joke or whatever the case may be. I'm cool. I'm able to be cordial. Angel get in her confessional and was like, we'll never be best friends, but we could definitely be cordial and be around each other. Fine. Let's move on because this whole Nia and Maria and all this stuff drama is getting old. It's just really getting old. Duffy then says that she has to leave to go to rehearsal. And she's leaving, and she says she wants to bring British with her down there to the rehearsal. Now, I'm assuming this is where she's going to try to hook British up with French. But I just don't get that she's his type. Not even physically. I'm just saying. I just don't see. But we'll see. So we move to the next scene. The girls get down to the house. Jen loves the house. All the girls love the house. They say it's kind of uber, modern, and all that stuff. And it is a beautiful home. I love the view. I love all the glass. Angel sits down because she said her feet is swollen, child. Because they supposed to be down there getting ready to go down there to the tour. Not to the tour, but to the concert. But Angel was like, girl, my feet swollen. Malaysia was like, girl, is you good? She was like, my feet swollen. I got cankles, girl. I'm tired. I'm pregnant. I've been on my feet all day. So then Brooke then turns around and asks Angel what Nia said when she walked over and talked to her. Brooke, why? You just trying to create something because you ain't really got nothing going on except bringing your grown-ass kids down to Chuck E. Cheese to tell them you want to have another baby at 55. Brooke, okay, whatever, girl. So Angel basically tells her what they was talking about and said, look, girl, we good. They feel like everybody was coming down on them, but we've already talked it out. We ain't going to be friends, but we can move past that. So now Brooke and Jen basically feels like, no, they need to basically take accountability and respect the fact that you can't just be talking greasy about people. Like, you can't. They both just feel like she needs to take accountability. Angel decides to say that she's going to stay in tonight because she tired and through. She's pregnant. It's been a long day. So I guess the other girls are supposed to be getting ready for the concert. So we move to the next scene. Duffy is over there discussing her playlist and how she's going to play it. And then French comes in. Now, when French comes in, she's just all there, oh, giddy, giddy, giddy. That's her best friend. That's my best friend. And she's excited to see her friend. And she immediately introduces French to British and was like, French, this is British. And she starts to kind of sell her a little bit. She got money. She fine. She cute. Whatever the case may be. British is over there blushed out because she I guess probably is excited to be in the presence of French. And I'm just looking at French hiding the cost of living. Girl, French couldn't even open his eyes. Girl, I would have been like, oh, what's up? And first of all, like British said, we didn't even discuss this. Why are you selling me to this man and I ain't even prepared? She could have wrote something else, been cute if you was going to sell a girl. But either way, he getting the sale and he was just like, oh, okay. So French is not interested. I didn't think he would be either. Not because you unattractive, because you are an attractive girl. I just don't see the two. I don't see that. I just don't see it. So now DJ Duffy decides to say or bring up the fact that she wants to get into music and yada, yada, yada. She's kind of beating around the bush, and British just jumps in and was like, look, she wants to know if you're going to help her do a song because she's trying to get into music. Duffy's in her confessional was like, I really need my best friend to do this. It would be so dope, and I can open doors for other women, and I need his stamp of approval. Either way, French said we could do it. Let's just get this thing off, this concert, this tour thing, and then we can go ahead on and do your album or do your little song or whatever. Because she was like, he get paid a lot of money for a verse, and he said he's just gonna do it off the cuff. Go ahead on. He gonna want his money on the back end, if you know what I mean. No pun intended. But anyway, we move to the next scene. The girls are all still talking, but Duffy FaceTime Brandy to see if they all back there getting ready. But after she FaceTimed them, she basically says, look, I thought about it. I really don't care to have Nia at my event, so I'm not going to invite her. But as she's saying that, Nia and Noria, whatever her name is, are coming down the stairs. So Brandy was like, well, you can tell them yourself. So she pans the phone over there and was like, look, Nia, I'm not really feeling your energy right now, so I'm gonna need you to just, sit this one out. You can sit this one out. And so Nia was just like, all right, we can talk about it in the morning. It's cool, like we can deal with it. Duffy hangs up the FaceTime. Jen was like, listen, girl, y'all either gonna deal with it in the morning and hash it out or not. Either way, it is what it is. We move to the next scene. Duffy is down at her event. Duffy looked good and she did a good job. You can tell she's a really good DJ. She's DJing for French's event. She got the mixes coming. It's actually really a good show from the looks of it. She got the lights going. I love being in the club in Vegas. They be having them lights going, girl, and the music and the beat. It really be lit. But apparently, only Brooke, British, and Brandy came. I guess the other girls was tired, girl. None of them there. But they the only ones that came. And, Duffy was okay with that because she's, here for the vibes. This is potentially her last show. So, she's here for it. So they having a little concert. Duffy's in disbelief that she's having her last show. And after the show, they get outside and she basically thanked the three girls for coming. She was like, y'all really, it means a lot that you guys were here to turn up with me. So now we move to the next scene. On the flip side, Malaysia and Jackie is in the jacuzzi. Nice looking jacuzzi. Or was it a jacuzzi or was it like a little small part of the pool? But either way, they in there having a conversation. And I guess Malaysia wants to play a I'm a pee in the pool type of prank on Jackie to get back to say, oh, you've always brought me through so much torture. And they did a bunch of flashbacks from when Jackie took her to take the enema and all this other crap. But as they get serious and Malaysia allegedly didn't pee in the pool, basically Jackie opens up about the fact that Doug is busy. Like Doug is always gone. She was like, I was okay with it while he was playing ball because I was able to actually travel with him. But now that he's a coach, he has zero time. He's always gone. I'm down here with my podcast. Like, I'm really going through something, So Jackie feels like she's going through something because, she's not able to travel with him with the podcast and all that stuff. So she's unsure of what she wants to do and how she wants to tackle this. Now, this makes Malaysia be like, oh man, we didn't know, I didn't know you were going through anything because you the person that always has it all together. But basically, Malaysia gives her the advice to just do what's best for you and your family. Like, it is what it is. Whatever you need to do, you need to do that. I'll say this, like Jackie said, they've been together, 30 years, married for 26, and you've been traveling with him day in and day out, girl. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go back on the road with your man, girl. Make your podcast a travel podcast at that point, because you can do that. You can basically podcast from anywhere in the world. Girl, go on the road with your man, girl. I love Jackie and Doug. Go on the road with your man. So she's deciding if that's what she's going to do, but she says she wants to open up to the girls because she never does that. I think that's a good thing. Jackie helps everybody, but nobody helps Jackie. She's one of them people like me. I'm always the helper and never get helped, but I don't say I need it, so people assume I don't. I get it. We move to the next scene. The girls meet in the house. So I think this is the scene behind me. This is the scene behind me, girl. So the girls meet up in the house. Everybody coming down one by one, two by twos, cracking their little whatever. But British let them know that Duffy tried to set her up with French. It didn't work. She tried and she failed. It didn't work. French wasn't trying to hear nothing about you, girl. But British feels like they could possibly be a match. I don't know why you think that. Duffy is outside meditating. British is over there talking to Jackie about the next theme of her wedding, and she was like, girl, you know your next theme, since you brought us out to see the camels, it should be Arabian Nights. That'll be dope. And Jackie was like, yo, that's nice, you're right. So this prompts Jackie to want to talk about what she came to talk about them with anyway. So Jackie was like, look, girls, I just want to gather y'all around and let y'all know I'm having issues because I'm not with my husband. I'm used to traveling with him at all times. I'm not doing okay. Like, I could be doing better. Not that she wasn't doing okay. She could be doing better. So then it finally hit all the girls that, you know, Jackie always helps us and always checks on us, but none of us ever check on Jackie. One of them said maybe it's because they felt like, not making excuses, but they were just like, Jackie was the one that gives the advice. She comes, so it basically comes off like you won't need advice from somebody like me. Like that was Angel. Angel was like, somebody like me who don't have a husband and ain't been married for 26, 30 years or whatever the case may be. I felt like I didn't have any advice to give you, but I apologize. From now on, I will check on you. I will call and see if you're okay. Please check on your friends that act like they don't need help. They need help. Just check on them friends. So I'm glad the girls are able to come to a conclusion that they need to check on Jackie. I think that's extremely important in friendship, and it's just going to be the best. Malaysia and Brandy has a come to Jesus. Didn't I tell y'all this was going to happen? Didn't I tell y'all this was all a scheme, tie setup? The storylines in this stuff is so fake. So Malaysia starts off by saying when she's in a bad space, you know, she likes to focus on tunnel vision on that thing. So that's why she hadn't been wanting to go out with the girls because they always fighting and whatnot. But now that she got her churn here, she's good. That's why she's on the trip. And that leads her into saying she can't be a good friend when she's in those type of spaces. So she apologizes to Brandy. And then Brandy is over there saying, oh, do you really mean it? And she was just like, yeah, I mean it. But Brandy was like, I just felt the way that you didn't come and say anything when my dad died. Even if you found out late, you could have said something. Malaysia hollered she was going through something, so she truly didn't know. And she was like, you don't know me, Brandy. Brandy was like, girl, we've been friends for the past few years. How do I not know you? Girl, it was just a side of, I was like, cue the damn violins. They get up, they hug. Malaysia starts to cry as she do. And says she's going to be a better friend. And she's looking forward to being back friends with Brandon. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm glad. Because I'm tired of hearing you two heifers go back and forth with your hooks in each other, trying to battle each other every day over nothing. I'm tired of it. So hopefully we can get out of this storyline, okay? Brandon, Malaysia, go back and bump your cooches so we can move on. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. Anyway, Duffy comes in the house from meditating. Now Duffy done came in. She's you know, feeling good. She got her little spirit right. She asked the girls, hey, you know, what happened to everybody last night? Only Brooke, Brandy, and British came. Only the B's came. Where was the J's and the A's and all these other people? Jackie said, girl, look, I had to drink too much. I couldn't make it. Hell, Angel said she had the cankles. And we know they didn't invite Noria. So Noria and her sister comes down there because you know they come 2 by 2s. You know, they should be twins if they ain't. But them heifers come 2 by 2s. So they come down and they talking about the party. And British was like, wait a minute, why y'all wasn't at the party? Because remember, British wasn't at the house when Angel uninvited them. And Noria says, well, we wasn't at the party because we got disinvited. She then goes on to say, but you did re-invite us later on. So what that was about? Duffy's whole thing was, look, girl, I thought about it. I get emotional and make rash decisions. But after I thought more and more about it, I didn't think it was right that I uninvited you. It's a big club. I was like, y'all can come in and turn up or whatever. But either way, none of y'all came. So why didn't y'all come? Noria was like, well, you uninvited me. She was like, girl, I never even had a conversation with you. I never uninvited you. I uninvited your sister. And as your sister, I felt you wasn't going to come because I wouldn't go without my sister. I just assumed that's what it was. So Noria was like, no, you disinvited me. They played the flashback to show that they disinvited Nia. What now? Noria can't even have a conversation by herself because then Nia jumps in and Duffy was like, hold on, Tia and Tamara. Girl, I fell through the floor. That girl said, hold on, Tia and Tamara, one at a time. I'm not about to battle both of y'all. So she looks at Noria and was like, look, I never disinvited you. I disinvited your sister. I get it. Now, as you should, you stay loyal and stay home with your sister. There's no issue with that. But that's just what it was. I made a mistake. I tried to correct it. Y'all still didn't come. Oh well. Let's move on. Norea then responds and say that this is like some mean girl stuff. This is high school. This is clique-ish. Y'all act like y'all mean girls and y'all just want to treat us dirty, basically. Norea is now playing the doggone victim. Duffy was like, girl, look, if you feel like it's a mean girl clique and we all clique-ish and all this other stuff, girl, you can get out. You can leave. Just go. Bye. Bye. If that's the case. If you feel like that's what it was, bye. So then Brooke jumps up and was like, girl, it ain't no high school. It's high school because you feel like you can't be in the so-called clique. And if that's the case, then oh well. But Brooke was like, you one and done for me. I'm done. Like, I ain't got no words for you. I ain't got nothing for you. Norea's battling back and forth with Brooke. And Norea was like, well, whatever, one and done, fine. So then Nia was like, well, let me tell y'all something. I'm not leaving because Brooke said once again, you can get the hell up out of here. Nia was like, I'm not leaving. I'm going to go ahead and twerk. She did a little thing, her 1-2, and was like, and I'm going to just stay. And it gave me bro vibes. A bitch could never uninvite me. No, first of all, a bitch could never tell me I could leave. Heifer, I'd have been put out of better places. Girl, I would have been out of there. Why y'all staying in the place where the girl told you could leave? It gave me, you don't have the money to get back to LA. It gave me, you don't have the money for a hotel if you need to stay another night. It gave me, I'm waiting on my ride back. You brought me here, you gonna bring me back. That's what it gave. But, I mean, I guess I have too much pride because I ain't no way. Get out. Girl, I would have been gone with the wind and not Fabulous out of her house. Girl, please. So, Norea was like, hell, I don't like that. I don't need to leave. That's messed up. So, after Duffy was like, again, y'all can leave, Norea was like, girl, bye. Now, that set Duffy off. Duffy felt like I would have felt. You're not going to be up in my shit telling me what you, and, no girl, bye, disrespecting me. And so, Norea was like, just talk to me, because Duffy had to come around the counter by this time. But Duffy's a big girl, Norea. I get it. You with that, you that little chihuahua. But Duffy's a big girl. Duffy come from around that counter. Doggone Brandy gets up in the middle, and that's how she got popped upside the head. But anyway, Duffy was like, get out my house. Y'all can go. Norea was like, I ain't going nowhere. Move me, move me. And it gave me reminiscent vibes of when Candy Eyes was over there saying, you're going to drag me? You're going to drag me? And got drugged. That's what I wish would have happened. Duffy even mad. She was like, Brandy all in the middle of my way. I'm trying to get to this heifer. You're not going to disrespect me in my shit. You just not going to do it. I don't care what you say. But Norea got big cojones. She said, move me. And Duffy's a big girl. She would have moved you. She definitely would have moved you. And I don't mean in a good way. She would have moved you. But be careful what you ask for. You're going to be looking like Candy Eyes. Anyway, so they getting into it back and forth, back and forth. She hollers she ain't going nowhere. Duffy decides to throw a plastic plate. Like a, them styrofoam plates at her. And girl, Nia threw a green apple. I said, well, damn. Now the heifers is back and forth throwing stuff. Angel is in the back looking crazy. Jackie like, girl, Angel, get over here because we don't want nothing to fly over here and hurt you and the baby. They smart. They getting out of the doggone way. Brooke is in the background needing a moment. Brandy is still in the middle trying to get them to stop throwing stuff and fighting each other. And Brooke decides to throw a glass at Norea. But when she did that, they threw something back at her. And then when they tried to, the doggone security guards came and whisked them up and tried to get their little bitty ass up out of there, but before they could, Norea threw something that was meant to hit Duffy, but it hit Brandy. And now Brandy done got popped upside the damn head. She over there going, ooh, that's what you get. Let them heifers fight, girl, please. Y'all get in the middle of no fight. Y'all, girl, please. Let me know how it works out, Fat. I ain't gonna record it. I'm not getting in the middle of no fight. Now you done got popped upside the head. How you gonna make decisions and your brain is gone rattling, doing a razzle dazzle inside your head because you done got popped upside the head with an object? It just don't make no sense. Either way, my opinion on the whole thing is I don't like Nia and Norea. I've always been vocal about that, so I really don't give a damn. If you somewhere where you feel like you ain't wanted and you ain't appreciated, I always tell people you should leave. You would never have somebody tell me I could get out their house and I stay. That would never be an option. You should have left. It's giving broke. I'm sorry. It's giving broke and it's giving desperate and it's giving I want to be in the Mean Girls clique if you in fact think that they're really mean girls. That was the end of the episode. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about Brandy getting popped upside the head. And this whole Nia Maria and all this stuff drama, girl. Look, this is a lot. I mean, it's all cooked up, but it's still a lot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you hoes later. Bye.